exposing my wife's betrayal in front of her father. I'd been married to Sarah for 6 years. Our relationship had its ups and downs, but I never imagined she could betray me. It started with small things, working late too often, hiding her phone, and unexplained absences. But when she began acting distant even around our friends and family, I knew something wasn't right. One day I came across an unfamiliar name on her phone, Mark. Curious and uneasy, I checked their messages. What I found made my stomach churn. The texts were flirty and intimate, clearly crossing the line of friendship. I couldn't believe it. My wife, the woman I vowed to spend my life with, was cheating on me. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I needed proof, something undeniable. I hired a private investigator who confirmed my worst fears within a week. Sarah had been meeting Mark at a hotel every Friday after work. The betrayal felt like a knife twisting in my chest. But what hit me the hardest was how easily she lied to me and pretended nothing was wrong. I decided she wasn't going to weasel her way out of this. I planned a confrontation she would never forget. Sarah's father, a man I deeply respected, was coming over for dinner that weekend. I decided it was the perfect opportunity. Her father adored me, and I wanted him to see the truth about his daughter. The evening started off normal enough. Pleasant small talk, laughter, and a roast in the oven. But as we sat down for dinner, I dropped the bomb. I stood up, looked Sarah dead in the eye, and said, "Sarah, do you want to tell your father about Mark, or should I?" Her face turned pale as the blood drained from it. Her father, oblivious to the tension, asked, "Who's Mark?" Sarah stammered, trying to find an excuse, but I didn't give her a chance. I pulled out the stack of photos and messages the investigator had collected. I laid them on the table one by one for her father to see. Her father's face went from confusion to disappointment in seconds. "Sarah," he said quietly, "is this true?" Tears streamed down her face as she tried to apologize, but her father wouldn't have it. "You had a husband who loved you, and you threw it all away for this?" It was the most emotionally charged moment of my life. Sarah begged me for another chance, but I had already made up my mind. Betrayal like that leaves scars too deep to heal. I walked out that night with my dignity intact. Her father stayed behind, offering me words of support and shaking his head in disbelief at his daughter's choices. In the weeks that followed, I focused on rebuilding my life. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary, and while the pain of betrayal still lingered, the confrontation gave me closure.